Okay, this is Mad Rabbit, and I'm doing a brief tour of the t.b.d group base on the Rustopia Australian server in June 2015. We're approaching from the west at the moment, and this is the western entrance. And the base is located in the southeast area of the island. The whole perimeter is surrounded by metal barricades, such as these, with anti-ladder overhangs. I won't be able to show the whole perimeter, but I'll at least show it from the inside. So this is the primary double door entrance that we use again on the western entrance. Initially, inside the whole base perimeter is a cave base under there, which I'll go into detail later on. On the eastern side, over here, is one of the first towers that primarily Irish built. You can see that's the northern wall. This is the guest barracks. So we've had some allies be able to spawn in there and help us out with defense on occasion. And this is a larger new tower that Irish has been building as well. You can see it's completely up-armored. Do a quick walk around the perimeter. Here's one of the quarries we have. Not very much sulfur comes from it, but we do get a lot of rock and a bit of metal ore. Most of the entrances, including this secret one on the side here, have all been airlocked. So this is the southern entrance. Being the more vulnerable entrance, it has a lot of spikes and traps on that side, but you can see double airlock on this side. Now, trick is to get through this door. We're through. I'll try and get a high view on that, so let's jump up here. I'll put the special step down because I keep falling between the stairs, much to everybody's laughter. Okay, this is the southern ramparts. Now I'm looking south to one of the vulnerable areas of the base, so as you can see, more barricades out there to prevent entry from these rocks, and some traps on those top shooting points. Okay, moving to the internals of the base, again we're looking north. I'll go this side, get a better view of that tower. Hopefully I don't get shot in the process. So we've got the old tower, main cave base under there, and new tower on the west side. So let's go have a look at the honeycombed cave base. Most surrounds have been barricaded like this, and the surrounding perimeter of the old tower has also been trapped up. That's the eastern entrance. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the cave base. This external shell I've been working on, but I kind of gave up on given that the wipe's in 3 days. This was only done on the last week. The primary staging of developing the cave base was done by Irish and Frost, with some help from myself and Swedge later on. So this external shell was done by me. The rest is this is Irish and Frost work. So this is the first airlock, second airlock. Stats on how many times our squad's been raided, our day since last raid and raiders killed. This is the pit, so this is where the furnaces are kept. Shimoto sleeping on the job again. Don't know why I did that. I think 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, roughly 14 furnaces. Through the pit there's also a shooting area at the back here with a kind of a sign to deceive raiders, saying C4 in there. However, it's mainly a shooting gallery, so if anybody does break through these first two entrances, coming from the inside, let's quickly get there now. Remember that pit's just in there. We can shoot from this pillbox here to the front entrance. That's the front of the cave. And also climb behind the furnace area, otherwise known as the pit, from behind here. The second area. Again, we can see that C4 sign. Primarily this is also where we keep the charcoal, as it's just a spare area. But we've got our kind of first stage of sleeping bags here for a first line defense. So this upper area is what the guys have called the pillbox. Just highlight that again. Oop, even I get lost. We'll leave all these doors open. Okay, so front entrance, pit down here with the furnaces, lower pillbox, upper pillbox. Let's move to the second shell of the base. So this is, third shell, fourth shell, fifth shell, sixth shell. So 6 shells in front of before we even start to get to the lower area where we keep most of the valuable stuff. Research table. We drop down. Another shooting area to prevent raiders. Not that we've actually ever had to test either the pillbox, lower furnace area, or this one. 7th shell. 8th shell. 9th shell. And just look in again. This is prevent raiders climbing down. Remember, this cave is all sloped going up that way to the north side of the base. So front entrance would be here. Slope goes down this way. Descent this way. What was I up to? I think I was up to 8th shell. 9th shell. This is our pre-raid area. So this is where we store most of our pre-raid stuff. Tools. Maps. It's a bit emptied out now as we've kind of given up on the raiding given the server wide. Medic supplies. What was I up to? 9th shell. Pre-raid area. Again. Cave base sloping down this way. 10th shell. Okay. And this is kind of the last area of the base. 3 levels here. I'll go into those in a second. We go left. 11th shell. 12th shell. 13th shell. 14th shell. And now we're finally at the explosives area. This is where we keep our sulfur and C4, although kind of run out after a couple of raids. Ammunition. And guns. And repair bench. With the cupboard at the back. I think I was up to 11th shell. I've forgotten by now. Anyway, a lot of shells. Right side of this. Oop. Through this door. There we go. Is medical supplies. Oop. Next one. And clothing, I think. Yes. Uniforms. Okay. Back to this last area of the base. Most likely known as the Alamo. We've got the lower storage area. Frost taking a bit of a sleep after a long day of harvesting. Wood, mainly depleted. Rocks, or 50,000 roughly. And ore. Lowest area of the base. Keep our metal. I actually don't know what's in here. Oh, cupboard and some extra sleeping bags. And these doors you've got to kind of not move. Stuck in the door, and we're through. And the upper area here, even more sleeping bags. So we've got about 3 layers of sleeping bags in the base in total. Now to get out, I'm at the 11th shell, I think it was 11. Let's say I spawn at this last area, jump across, 11, pre-raid area, 10, take the right outer ring, 9, 8, 7, now we're going upstairs, 6, 5, I'm getting a little seasick, 4, 3, oh looks like I've counted correctly, 2, 1, and 0. This is the outer shell I've kind of been working on. Just to back off that again, we're facing south, and this is the cave base. Some of the extensions I've been working on, again, haven't finished these off, just to be a bit more aggressive in terms of our stance for if we ever got raided. Shooting areas in front of the cave base. Oop. One more level. And this gives a nice view of the whole base as well. Okay, so facing north, guest barracks, northern entrance, new tower on the west, gotta check that out one day, quarry, south side, All that rock area is trapped. So is this northern rock area. It's got traps through it as well. Let's use the bolty, maybe we can see some. No, not in those ones. And looking over here now. Eastern side of the base. As you see, mainly desert. And we're right at the bottom, southeast corner of the island, so we can see ocean. About 1, 2... oh god, it's going to be hard to count. I might get this wrong. I think it's 3. You count the eastern. Oh, there's entrance behind there. 3. I don't think we have a northern entrance. Huh. 4 for the double entrance in the west. And the secret entrance down there is 5. Probably 5 entrances, I'd say. Lighthouse is just up ahead over there on the east, just to give you bearings. That's about it. Might end the video here.